The Los Angeles Dodgers are facing a major shakeup in their bullpen right now. Manager Dave Roberts has been left with serious questions after closer Edwin Diaz struggled on the mound against the Colorado Rockies, marking an outing that the skipper described as a little concerning for the team.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The situation took an even more serious turn as the Dodgers officially placed Edwin Diaz on the injured list. Dave Roberts confirmed that after the recent performance issues, the team moved quickly to get imaging done, which revealed that their high-profile closer is dealing with significant elbow discomfort. It is now official that Edwin Diaz will undergo surgery this Wednesday to remove loose bodies from his right elbow. General Manager Brandon Gomes remains optimistic about the procedure, but the team will have to navigate the coming months without their key off-season signing as he focuses on his recovery for a second-half return. With Edwin Diaz sidelined, the spotlight turns to the rest of the Dodgers' bullpen, specifically whether Tanner Scott will step up as the primary closer or if the team will utilize a committee approach. The road to a third straight World Series title continues, so make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you never miss an update. Is your closer actually a closer if he can't close the door? That is the million-dollar question. Well, specifically the $69 million question, plaguing the Dodgers right now regarding Edwin Diaz. After Sunday's disastrous outing against the Colorado Rockies, manager Dave Roberts didn't mince words, calling the performance a tough evaluation and admitting that, frankly, it's a little concerning. And let's be honest, when your high-leverage arm gives up 3 earned runs on just 13 pitches in a 9-6 loss, concern is the bare minimum reaction. This wasn't just a bad day at the office. It was a performance that highlighted a massive disconnect between what the Dodgers paid for and what they're actually seeing on the mound. This appearance was Diaz's first in 9 days, a break originally scheduled to address a noticeable dip in his velocity. Now, Diaz claims he felt fine, insisting the surgically repaired knee that gave him trouble earlier this season was a non-factor. But the radar gun told a much different story. While he managed to touch 97 miles per hour, his fastball velocity cratered as low as 92.8 at one point. That kind of inconsistency isn't just rust, it's a red flag. Roberts is trying to stay level-headed, pointing to the long layoff as a potential reason for the funk, but he made it clear he needs answers. I gotta know more. With a bloated 10.50 ERA and a 2.33 whip, Diaz is currently a liability in a role that demands absolute certainty. The Dodgers invested heavily in his arm this offseason, but right now, that investment is looking underwater. If you're a Dodgers fan, this is the kind of news that keeps you up at night. Do you think Diaz can find his rhythm again, or is this the beginning of a long, expensive headache? Drop a comment below with your take, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more updates as this story develops. At the end of the day, championships aren't built on concerning bullpen performances. They're built on reliability. When your star closer starts losing velocity, it is more than just a bad night on the mound. It is a flashing red light for the entire organization. Today, we are talking about a major shakeup in the Dodgers bullpen as Edwin Diaz officially heads to the injured list for elbow surgery. This is the kind of news that stops a championship contender in their tracks. It all came to a head after his recent appearances, where the velocity dip was impossible to ignore. Dodgers skipper Dave Roberts didn't mince words, explaining that once Diaz reported discomfort, the team moved fast. An MRI revealed loose bodies in his elbow, turning a lingering worry into a definitive plan. Get the surgery done, clear the issue, and aim for a comeback right around the All-Star break in July. Now, some might say the Dodgers are in trouble, but let's be real. Hoping a pitcher magically finds his heat again while struggling is a losing strategy. By being proactive, LA is choosing long-term success over short-term denial. The question becomes, who steps up? With Diaz out for the next 3 months, the spotlight shifts to guys like Tanner Scott, Alex Vesia, and Blake Treinen. It is a massive task, but Roberts seems genuinely confident in his depth chart. Is this the right move for the Dodgers, Or will the bullpen struggle to find its identity without Diaz anchoring the ninth? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more daily Dodgers coverage, make sure you hit that subscribe button. At the end of the day, championships aren't won in April, but games like these are exactly how you build the resilience to win them in October. When the Dodgers dropped $69 million on Edwin Diaz this offseason, they expected a shutdown closer. What they got instead, unfortunately, is a trip to the operating room. Welcome to the latest chapter of the Dodgers bullpen saga, where the mystery behind a star pitcher's velocity drop has finally been solved. But it isn't the news anyone wanted to hear. It turns out, those red flags everyone noticed on Sunday weren't just a bad outing. They were symptoms of loose bodies in his right elbow. It's a bitter pill to swallow for a team with championship aspirations, especially considering the front office spent weeks scratching their heads, wondering why their elite closer was suddenly hitting 92 mph on the radar gun. But here is the silver lining. Doctors found no ligament damage. Manager Dave Roberts is calling this the best-case scenario for a surgery-related situation, and GM Brandon Gomes remains confident that after a steady rehab process, Diaz will be back and firing on all cylinders by the second half of the season. Still, the reality is that the ninth inning in Los Angeles is officially up for grabs. With no clear replacement named, Roberts is shifting to a closer-by-committee approach. Whether it's Blake Treinen, Tanner Scott, or Alex Vesia taking the mound to finish things off, the bullpen is now in a state of flux. It's a massive test for a team that relies on stability to navigate the long grind of summer. We'll be watching closely to see who steps up and seizes the job while Diaz recovers. What do you think? Does the Dodgers' current bullpen have the depth to survive without their star closer? Or is this the crack in the armor that could derail their postseason run? Let us know your take in the comments. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates on this developing story. Sometimes, the hardest part of the game isn't the competition on the field, but the quiet waiting room in the trainer's office. Is the Dodgers' dynastic run about to hit a massive wall? The Los Angeles bullpen just took a gut punch with the announcement that Edwin Diaz is heading to the 15-day injured list. It turns out that those shaky performances we've seen on the mound weren't just a slump. The team confirmed Diaz is dealing with right elbow loose bodies. It is a tough break for a guy who has been on a total roller coaster since arriving in LA. To fill the gap, the team has called up Jake Eder from AAA, but if you have been watching the Dodgers closely, you know all eyes are now turning to Tanner Scott. Let's be honest, Scott's redemption arc has been nothing short of incredible. After a brutal 2025 season that saw him benched for the entire postseason with a bloated 4.74 ERA, he has flipped the script completely. This year, he is rocking a stellar 1.04 ERA and looks like a completely different pitcher. With Diaz sidelined, the Dodgers are at a crossroads. Do they gamble on the rookie Eder, or do they lean into the grit and experience that Scott has rediscovered? Given that the Dodgers are chasing a historic three-peat, a feat not seen since the late 90s Yankees, they cannot afford to experiment with their closing duties for too long. My take: you ride with the hot hand, and right now, that is Tanner Scott. What do you think? Should the Dodgers trust the veteran's resurgence or give the newcomer a shot to shine? Let me know your take in the comments below, and make sure to hit that subscribe button for all the latest updates on the Dodgers' road to another ring. In a season defined by championship expectations, every single arm in that bullpen matters.